But speaking of no deal. No deal for Aaron Rodgers and the Vikings.
Nicely done.
According to reports earlier today, the Vikings have decided against signing Aaron Rodgers, and now they go forward saying, we are really, really confident in JJ McCarthy. Okay. First of all, I got to give the Vikings credit, but not too much credit, because they dangled their feet in the waters, whatever waters they wanted to dangle their feet in, thinking about doing something so stupid as kicking Sam Darnold to the curb to say, we believe in JJ McCarthy, but oh, no, we're going to go get Aaron Rodgers to come in. And Rodgers is not coming in to sit on the bench. He's coming in to start.
He said he'd be a mentor to any young quarterback.
He's not coming in to sit anywhere. He's coming in to start, which tells you, number one, that just the fact they were thinking about this. Number one, this tells you the Vikings are not as confident in JJ McCarthy as they want to say they are. But they are forced into this, and they've been forced into it from the beginning because Darnold played great last year. McCarthy got hurt. Darnold played great. Now, what the hell do you do? And they decide, we're going to go with JJ McCarthy. Now, this should have been JJ McCarthy all full steam ahead, right? If you believe in JJ McCarthy and you weren't going to bring Sam Darnold back right away, it was, we love Sam, we're letting him hit free agency. We love JJ's our guy. But now, with Aaron Rodgers being a story the last few days, we've decided against it. Like, why are you even kicking the tires on this? Like, this is where I know I could be a better general manager and I can run a football team sometimes better than teams do. Because this is, I would say, what the hell kind of message you putting out there? Either you like JJ McCarthy or you don't. You look stupid for how you got rid of Sam Darnold. You would have looked even stupider if you went out and sign Aaron Rodgers. But this shows you, no matter what, they don't believe in McCarthy as much as they say they do. Now, that being said, I'll finish on the positive with this point, is that they did the right thing. If they brought in Rodgers, it would just be an absolute mess, because then suddenly all the questions come up. And let's say Rodgers beats out McCarthy in the summer. Is McCarthy even going to play? No, we're not taking trade phone calls on JJ McCarthy. And instead, you're starting a guy that the Jets kicked to the curb instead of a guy you could have been starting who was a Pro Bowl quarterback last year, walked in off the street and threw for 4,000 yards and 35 touchdowns. And before you sit here and tell me, well, the money that they saved not having Sam Darnold, we signed other players are. Yeah, but quarterback is the most important position. It's the one you're supposed to pay for because it affects every single other position. So don't give me this one. He wouldn't have gotten a tackle. He wouldn't have gotten this guy. He wouldn't have got this guy. No, you have to take care of the quarterback when you can. So the Vikings, they made the right decision, but it doesn't mean they're innocent, right? That's what I'm saying. But they're not innocent in screwing up and being stupid. But they made the right decision in the end.
But this is, as we sit here on Wednesday, March 19th, the eve of the NCAA tournament, watching the Lakers and Nuggets get after it in the first 4 games and all of this fun and excitement, Jason, is Brett Favre. You know what day he signed with the Vikings when he was allegedly done and out of the running of anything?
No deal.
August 18th, which means for March 19th, they're out. And now it becomes all right, let's not have this hanging over, JJ McCarthy said. It's a lesser version of the bastardization of things that we saw in Cleveland with Deshaun Watson and why Joe Flacco couldn't come back.
Yeah.
We couldn't have him in the locker room. I think it's the same idea. But they still have some concerns about what they have in J.J. McCarthy, which is why that door was cracked open. So, Adolfo Menza and O'Connell and everybody kind of going, well, we love J.J. McCarthy to a point because they don't know where he is physically. You can tell me all the things about the whiteboard and what he learned while he was on the sidelines and all of that. Physically, can he take a hit right now? I know we have a few months before we have to put that to practice, but physically, is he recovered from both those knee surgeries? And tell me all you want. The second one, well, it was just cleanup. That means that was an issue from the first one.
I mean,
so now you're trying to figure that out, and you still have to have a quarterback. Now, I like what they did with the roster. I really do. But that was all predicated on we love J.J. McCarthy.
And clearly they don't. They don't love him nearly as much as they say. And that's what I mean when I say, boy, I could have done this job. I could have walked in and said, okay, here's what you guys need. Right? I'd have been that big consultant that comes in that nobody likes. We got this crazy ass consultant coming in from.
They normally take everybody that's already in the building's idea, repackage them, slap their label on it, and then charge you $1 million.
I just keep thinking back to Mythic Quest. They keep referring to Montreal. Montreal's going to come in here. And David Biddlesby saying, Montreal's going to come in. I got people going. Like, I would walk in, I would say, okay, let's everybody calm down here. Yes. Did Sam Darnold have a bad last couple of games? Yeah, he did. Do we know that JJ McCarthy's good? Well, we said, no. Do we know he's any good? Do we know he's going to be healthy? All right. So let's do this then. Let's franchise Sam Darnold for a year. But that costs $40 million. Yes, but look what what was your record last year? 14-3, right? Oh, yeah, okay. And was he or was he not one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the NFC? He was, okay. So this is the guy you want to get rid of, and this is the guy you want. Look at me defending Sam Darnold. This is how crazy topsy-turvy the world is. So this is what you want to do.
Great.
This is what you want to do. You want to say goodbye to this guy and go to this guy, right? Because you love him so much. That's really what you want to do, right? Yeah, I get it's going to be difficult, but you kind of lucked into a golden goose here. Don't you want to see if he can be the guy? And then if Sam Darnold plays well again next year, guess what? Psst, you could trade JJ McCarthy and get something for him. And here's the other part. Psst, if Sam Darnold's not good next year, you can put JJ McCarthy in, and he's still on a rookie deal for you. So I get that, well, we're not going to get that left tackle. We're not going to get this, right. Yeah, I get it. You're going to be a little hamstrung because you're spending money on a quarterback for 1 year. Or if you love the guy, hey, go 3 years, spend less money on him. But no, this is what you wanted to do, to have a situation where you were debating signing Aaron Rodgers, but we love JJ McCarthy so much. The Vikings are full of it. They're absolutely full of it. And I get to laugh a little bit, even though they didn't really sign Rod, because, boy, that would have been great. But, I mean, when it comes down to it, they did what they needed to do because they knew, okay, we can't save face if we go out and get Aaron Rodgers. But, boy, just the fact that they went down this road, man.
No, that's all fine and good. It's like the Motley Crue, hey, this is our last show nonsense. And any other band that said, hey, we're done. This is really the last time you're going to see us. And then 6 months later, wait, you lost all your money doing what? Ah, damn it, we got to go back out. All right, well, we're really not that old. Everybody's still kind of healthy. We like money. We don't like sitting at home. Let's go back on a tour. Same thing. But for the Vikings, there's also the you need an insurance play here, right? It's required. It's required by law to have car insurance. Same thing here. Do you have to have the expensive package? No, but you need something. Because right now you got nothing. Remember Daniel Jones was that guy? We talked about him as a wild card scenario of maybe he would be the next Sam Darnold and just there. Guess what? The Colts decided to spend a lot of money and bring him on as their guy. Now they lost a bunch of the offensive linemen to where? Ta-da! Minnesota. So they lost a little bit in that process. But now you still need that insurance policy. Whether it's going to be Aaron Rodgers eventually or Russ Wilson or whatever's behind door number 3. You still need to go find it. Because remember, up until 24 hours ago, there was still the, hey, JJ McCarthy, teams were kicking the tires saying, well, maybe you don't love him so much, so we'll trade for him. We'll bring him on and make him our guy. So you at least eschewed that part. But you still haven't put another guy in a uniform in the locker next to McCarthy.